Okay, so we were given the function x squared, plus y squared plus 6x minus 247 equals 0. So this is a circle equation in general form, right? Now, we are tasked with finding 2 points, at least 2 points that lie on a circle. So the first thing I want to do, I want to get this back into standard form. So I'm going to have x squared plus 6x, and then I'm going to leave a space for my constant, plus all I have is a y squared, so I'm just going to leave y squared. And then I'm going to move this 247 back over here. So I'm going to have equals 247. And now I just need to complete the square. So the value that will go here, half of 6 is not 3. 3 squared is 9. So this will be plus 9. Then I can simplify this into a quadratic. So I've got x plus, well, half of 6 is 3. So it's x plus 3 quantity squared. Plus y squared equals 247. And then I added 9. So I'm going to have to add 9 on this side. So I'm going to have x plus 3 quantity squared plus y squared equals 256. Okay, and so question 5a asks what's the center and radius. Well, the center is going to be -3, 0, and the radius is just the square root of 256. So if r squared equals 256, then the square root both sides, and I've got r is equal to 16. So my radius is 16. And now question, this is 5a. And then question 5b asks us, what are at least 2 points that lie on this circle right here? Okay, so, well, you know your center is at -3, 0. So if you had a graph, -3, 0 is about right here. Okay, so I got -3, 0. And then, you know, if you counted 16 spaces to the right of this, there we go. Okay, 16 spaces to the right, you're going to be on the circle. So if I had my circle just kind of like that, I know that's a rough drawing, but if I counted 16 spaces to the right, I'll be on the circle, and 16 spaces to the left on the circle. Okay, so I'd have a point right there and a point right there. Well, if I'm looking at this, okay, I've got my center is at -3, 0. If I'm going to the right and the left, then I'm counting in the x direction, right? Because remember, this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis. So if I'm counting left and right, then I'm counting the x's, the x values. So this is what's going to be changing, okay? So if I go to the right, 16 spaces, because that's what my radius is, 16. If I go 16 spaces to the right, what I'm doing is I'm adding 16 to the x value of our center. So one of the points on the center, or excuse me, on the circle will be 13, 0. And the reason is because -13 plus 16 gives us +13. Another one that will lie on the circle is if I go to the left 16 spaces. So if I go to the left 16 spaces from center, then what I'm doing is I'm subtracting 16 from -3. So -3 minus 16 is going to be -19, and then 0. So 2 points that lie on the circle are -19, 0, and 13, 0. So this would be your answer for 5B.